We like to boogie. We like to boogie on a Thursday night. Woo! It's Thunder Thursday. Well, not right now. It is Thunder Thursday, though. But later on, Thunder Thursday. I feel I'm going to sneeze. It's me.
I was so tempted there to spray some water,
No.
make it look as like you'd sneezed everywhere. I was so tempted to. You could probably see me smiling there, like the little thought crossed my little mind. Should have sprayed the
Little
water.
mind. Little mind.
Yeah,
It's Thunder Thursday. Sorry, I always do that in my legs. It's
legs.
It's it's Thunder Thursday. We start at 6 p.m. tonight for the draws. I labelled this live "Get Me Out of Here" because Calvin keeps farting in the office,
Mm-hmm.
and it's starting to make me want to leave.
That's all it takes to get rid of you, and then I just keep going all day.
Farted this morning.
Oh.
Said it sounded like when you open up a new bottle of conditioner.
Des
Sorry, talking about farts.
Des says, good morning. Hell yeah.
Des
on YouTube.
And by the way, I don't actually fart. I'm a girl, so we don't fart. So the McLaren ends today, or £90,000, whatever you want to choose. We are going to do some promo. The sun has got its hat on, so what I'm going to have to do is do a last cut of some of the McLaren. We'll get some new content for it today. And I know a lot of yous, I'd say 85% you have seen on social media have all said that you're going to be taking the 90,000. The rest of you said that you would take the McLaren, the 30,000 and the holiday. Thanks, Des. Bo, we get Bo back on Saturday, so that's going to be fun.
Can't wait.
What we'll do is we'll upload a video of Bo when we're home, and we'll show you what he can now do, which is quite cool. He can walk to heel. It was like having a different dog. You know what? When we went out, we've got 3 handovers. I have to take my hat off to these trainers. They're Protection K9 Scotland. They're in Fife, and we've got to do 3 handovers with them. They're so good, because when we went there yesterday, he made me nervous, because not himself, but because normally with Bo, I remember we went Fyvie Castle and we used to walk around Fyvie Castle, and I remember when Calvin put the dog in the back of the boot but didn't shut the boot properly before Bo went in, and Bo darted out the boot and he was running around the castle, running up to people, and he's a friendly dog, but
he's big. He's like a horse. He'd scare you if he ran towards you.
Honestly, the swear words that came out of my mouth, and I'm literally trying to chase this friggin' Doberman around the castle with the lead in my hand, and this lovely guy with his dog, he managed to, because his dog was obviously really good at recall and all sorts, so his dog was like, oh, I'll play with your dog and then reel him in. And that was the only way I could get him in. But now he let Bo out the trailer of his dog trailer, and he had no lead on. He obviously came running up to us and jumped all over us because he couldn't wait to see us. But literally, he just had to say heel, and he would come and he puts his muzzle into your leg, and he'll stand there until you say to go play. And then we walked the whole of the forest. We were there for an hour. There was other dogs, which normally, if you know Bo, he would go for another dog. And he walked past dogs off lead, didn't even look them in the eye. And then you could say, go play, and he'd run out the field. And then if you spotted someone and you say, come, he would just come running back and you say, heel, and he'll walk next to you. And I was like, wow.
Like a different dog.
This is a new dog. Are you sure this is our dog, or did you swap him?
It's amazing what they've done with them. Leo says, good morning. I put a couple of entries on for the 90k. Who won't want 90k? Good luck, everyone. Exactly.
Yes.
Don't see it as a McLaren if you don't want the car. See that as 90 grand you could be winning tonight. And not only that, straight after the live, if we get a winner's phone call and whatnot, and the winner's contactable, the winner will get paid straight after the live tonight. I'll promise you that as well. What happens if you don't want the car, but you still want to go out in the car? Me and Leanne have always personally visited the supercar winners, only if they want to. and we've took them and the family out in the supercar as well. It's actually classed as a sports car, by the way. I do know my cars, but to me it looks like a supercar. Anyways, yeah, I'm quite happy to come and see you if you want to go for a spin out in it. If you've got kids, so take your son, your daughter out in it, your mum, your granddad, you name it, your granny. I'll even give you a wee. Nah, I can't even offer to give you a wee drive of it because you won't be insured. We've got insurance for stuff like that. Good morning, John. I've got 10 entries on. Hell yeah, for the 90k. Good luck, Scott. Forget lucky. If I get the lucky entry, I'll be taking a McLaren. Fair enough, Lucille. Do you know what? That whole package altogether was £130,000. Just so you know, there's no back doors here.
John, I don't believe that. John says, I think it's more 99p, making the odds mental. If it was £9.99 an entry, it would probably sell better. We have looked at the price of entry. So we done a competition and it was what, £3? It sold like dog poo-poo. And then we done a competition of the same competition for, I think, was it 25p, sold out instantly. And I think, yes, I agree, £9.99 an entry, the odds would be absolutely amazing, but not a lot of people can afford to now enter with £9.99. So 99p, you could, if you want to spend £9.99, you could put on like 10 entries.
And it would be the same odds. So if you spent a tenner at 99p, you'd have the same odds with one entry at £9.99.
But at least at 99p, everybody could afford to enter, even if it's just one entry. Because we have found, I know we all hear about it all the time, the cost of living crisis, but it is happening for a lot of people out there. A lot of people have been losing their jobs lately. A lot of people,
bills have went up.
The bills have went
electricity. We know ourselves, the unit.
John, I totally get what
we're not having a go, John. We're explaining as
I would have said
company. I would love £9.99. I always enter the £9.99 competitions to win houses.
Yeah,
I love them. You know, I get it, John, and I will spend 50, 60 quid to try and win a house, and I always kick myself when I don't win, but I always try again. But I get it, 100%. Yeah. We're not having a go. We love you as well, but we're just explaining to you. We know that you're not being horrible. We're just explaining that people just can't afford £9.99 again nowadays. Sorry,
we want everybody to be able to take part in bounty competitions because it's fun. It's like the competitions should be really good fun. I will never ever put on stupid competitions that are like 2 pence an entry. I think it's pointless. 10 pence is as low as we go. At the end of the day, every transaction 20p comes off of. Regardless if you only spend 20p on our site, we get charged 20p. And then if you spend £10, we get charged 20p. So that's a risk that we take doing the cheaper competitions. But at the end of the day, I would rather see you guys being able to enter with what you can afford.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, exactly. This bounty isn't a place where you should come on and make yourself skint. You just enter with what you can afford. We are still working to get these playing restrictions into place where you can limit what you spend and all that. Our team's actually still working on it now. It's took absolutely ages to implement, but we're nearly there. Kenyon here having a go. Cheers, John. You're a good lad. Leanne says, I agree with Leanne. Nice and affordable means we can take part in other competitions as well. Exactly. So you could, at 99p a go, if you can afford it, you could enter a couple of competitions, whereas at 9.99, we normally do that for the houses.
Houses because they're like 200-300 grand plus.
For some of them we've done as 900 grand. 99p is definitely more appealing to throw some entries on for the comps. 9.99 is amazing for a house every so often. I agree, Scott. It's fun. That's the main thing, says Pete. Exactly, mate. Exactly. If it isn't fun, then stop and message us, and we're always on the ball. We do have people saying, I'm spending too much. I don't like it. What can I do? Straight away, freeze your account. If you do want to come back, email us if you're happy, further down the line, and we'll always point you in the right direction if anyone's having any issues with problems. And we're about to work closely as well with the Gambling Commission, which is pretty mad, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So they've reached out to us, so we'll be speaking to them soon as well. John says, "Hi guys, long time being on. I always play for fun." Cheers, John. You're a good lad. I know you've been here since day one. Met you at many of a car show. I've never forgot you, John. Don't worry, Mr. Ninja.
So, as we say, guys, we are here because it's Thunder Thursday. We are starting at 6 p.m. tonight for the draws. This is obviously new because normally we do a Phenomenal Friday. We're going to change that. Well, we have changed things around. So obviously we've now got the Mega Monday starting at 6, and we've got a Thunder Thursday at 6 p.m. We've had mixed feedback from people saying, "Oh, I would have still preferred you to do the Friday." I get it, but everyone ends up going out on a Friday. I received a message asking for help.
Yes, that was definitely us, guys. So the marketing texts, I know Malgazata isn't having a go either. I don't know if it's my tone of voice.
No, she's giving you kissy face.
Yes, there you go. Like I say, I'm not by any means having a go at any of our players that are commenting, but we had a few people a bit angry because of the text. So guys, correct me if I'm wrong, right? If a marketing text makes you open the text, did it work? Yes. We wrote at the top, it was a bit of banter, like, "Please help, we've messed up." Like, that's the kind of tone of the text. But we did have a few people saying, "That's just terrible, the way that you send out these texts." And I'm like,
maybe we need to put in brackets.
Sorry for swearing, but how the fuck can you get annoyed at a text message? It's just a text. I get about 100 from 100 different websites every day. But yeah, that was definitely us, guys, that sent out the text. The point of a marketing text is so that you open it, so that you can see what we've got on offer. Sometimes we've used other things like urgent action required, so that you open the text and then it says this competition is rigidly undersold. Click for your chance to win, sort of thing. It's the whole point, isn't it? Same with your emails. I've had some emails from some competition companies. I thought I'd frigging booked a holiday.
Yeah.
It's like, I wouldn't go as far as sending out a message like that, but I was like, Jesus, Leanne, if I booked a holiday when I was pissed, and then you open it.
It's like your order, and I'm like, what have I ordered?
Your order. We wouldn't go as far as doing that to make you open up these emails and text, but you know, if it catches your eye, then we have a team that does our marketing for us. They put it past us first before we confirm to send out the texts and the emails, and we say, yeah, go ahead, you know. So it's just a marketing text, guys. We send them out every now and again.
Des says, "Why is Leanne looking like she's going out for the night and you look like you're going to the ship?"
Because I always look like I'm going to the ship. Because I'm the captain. Linda Warden, thanks very much for your kind words. John Duncan says, "Either way, I've got my entries on and I'm going to be a winner for a change." Hell yeah. Good luck, good luck. Pete says, "I don't mind paying $9.99. It's a chance to change your life." Exactly, bud. Like I said to everybody, always just enter with what you can afford. Keep it fun. Keep growing, says John. Cheers, John. Bounty comps changing lives forever. Cheers, Pete. Well, we'll keep going. You know, obviously,
we're not going to stop.
We're not going to stop, but we understand we need to scale back a bit. You know, this 130 grand. Sorry, I'm burping again. Package was maybe just obviously not what you guys wanted to see. Now, I'm not going to keep whinging about it. It's just I'm kicking myself that we went for it because it took a bit of balls to do it. And it just wasn't what you wanted. Move on from it. You know, after today, that's it off the site. We won't be doing any more McLarens. Will I say we won't be doing any more supercars? No, I can't say that because next time we might pair a supercar up with $5,000.
Yeah.
And the entries will be a lot less, but this was a huge package, so that's why there's so many entries on it.
So we have got some exciting stuff lined up in the pipeline, actually. I'm not telling anybody what it is before somebody takes the idea. But you are going to be seeing bounty competitions all around the UK very soon. But that's all I'm telling you. But what I am going to be doing after this giveaway on the main bounty page. So by the way, this is your last chance to enter that giveaway. Like today, it ends today. And it's a whole load of tech and it costs nothing. We're getting one winner for that today. There's a cash alternative of £1,000 if you don't want the tech. We will be launching another one straight after. So if you are not on the original bounty page, which is just bounty competitions, not the Calvin and Leanne bounty competitions, the page that is just called bounty competitions, get on it because I am going to be doing another one as soon as that one's drawn tonight.
Yes, and because we want to get back out there with the original page, guys. The Calvin and Leanne page was actually set up originally just to be a bit of a banter page. We're going to be doing more day-to-day stuff on there. showing you behind the scenes, having a laugh, doing challenges and stuff like that. But then obviously we lost our bounty competitions page for 6 months, so Calvin and Leanne page became our primary page. We'd like to try and get back to bounty competitions being the primary page and the Calvin and Leanne page more for behind the scenes and having fun, and a bit of like a banter page sort of thing where we can go live having a drink and you guys can challenge us to do funny things, that sort of stuff. But right now the bounty competitions page just isn't in the algorithm. No one's seen the posts. No, but hardly anyone's seen the lives. And to be fair, the Calvin and Leanne page is miles more interactive. So that's why we're posting to the same stuff on both pages, if that makes sense, so that everybody can see it. But yeah, I like that lad last night who won 10 grand. I know he's done his winner's picture already. We'll need to pay him, actually. We'll probably have his details once Brett's contacted him. Joan says we're all entering to win, but at the end of the day, there can be only one winner. Yeah, that's true, John, 100%. Unless otherwise stated, it's normally just one winner, or if it's an instant win, there's loads and loads of winners. I love a package competition, says Pete. Me too. It's my kind of thing. Las Vegas, 30 grand in a McLaren for 99p. Mad.
It's like the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. John says I'll need to check as I haven't done it, and we have Wheel of Free stuff. There you go, John. Go and check the original page. I know a lot of you guys are commenting on the live on the original page. A lot of you are commenting on the Calvin and Leanne page on this live, and a lot of you on YouTube. So thanks for the support. Our YouTube's getting pretty big. I mean, 4,000 followers is pretty good for YouTube.
I haven't actually checked our YouTube for quite some time.
And we're actually getting people that's never heard of us on Facebook actually finding out about us on bloody YouTube. Like our lovely winner, Matthew, the other day, won £100,000. He only seen us on YouTube. We just popped up on his YouTube and we went, oh, what's this?
4.68k subscribers.
Nearly 5,000 followers.
5,000 people on
YouTube. But I don't think we'll be getting one of them plaques anytime soon through the door, platinum plaque things. But no, I think that's pretty good for YouTube. Yeah, so onwards and upwards, guys. Anybody got any questions about the draws today? Remember, we've changed the draw days to Monday and Thursday, 6 p.m, but we're still doing our daily draws as well. So don't worry about that. We'll be doing draws every day, probably even weekends as well. We'll be running draws as well. But for the primary draws, it's no longer Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's now just Monday and Thursday. And what we've done is we're still doing the same amount of prizes. It just means Monday's a big draw and Thursday's a big draw. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're going to head off. Make sure you get involved in the competitions. The 75k goes tonight. It's 75p to enter. The McLaren or the £90,000 goes tonight. 99p to enter. And there is loads of other competitions that are still on the site that are ending this evening. So get involved, guys. And we will be live at 6 p.m. to make some winners.
Good luck, everyone. And we'll see you soon. What time is the draw, Shauna? 6 p.m. tonight. But for the big ones, they'll go to the end of the timer. We've not changed the timer. They were always set for 9 o'clock tonight. So if they aren't, definitely not going to sell out. But if they're not sold out for 6 o'clock, it will go to the end of the timer for the big ones, which will be 9 o'clock. But all the other draws will be 6 o'clock tonight, guys.